Hi everyone, and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. This is a top 5. It is about period channels I like. This is in no particular order, which I know is unusual for me, but here we go. Number 1 is a channel called It's Just Kelly. I like her review videos because her review videos of menstrual products at least, because they show like what it's really like to use them. She shows, the effects of blood and taking them in and out of her body and all of that type of stuff. So it actually kind of shows you the real life version of using these types of products, which I think for a lot of people can be very, very useful if they're concerned or worried about using them. Number 2 is Pad Thai Cloth. Not only is she a maker of pads, which I have not tested or reviewed yet, however her videos are quite informative and she does quite a bit of information giving, and that can be quite important. And you've actually seen the evolution of her channel as somebody who's like reviewed pads to somebody who has found out and then started making pads, so that's really good information and useful to know. Number 3 is Put a Cup in It. This is a great show. I think I've referred to them in several other videos due to the information and quizzes that they have on both their website and the informative videos that they have on their YouTube channel. Both of these ladies who run it do a phenomenal and amazing job of actually getting kind of the truth out there without hyperbole. The next 2 channels are going to be kind of historical channels. These 2 YouTubers are essentially what kind of convinced me to change over to reusable menstrual products, and it's because I found a lot of other reusable YouTubers and reusable bloggers really, really hyperbolic, and I've made a couple of videos in the past that will be up here and you guys can go view about what's kind of wrong with the cloth pad community. And my major kind of bugbear is the lying that's involved in it, which is, my periods are lighter, my periods are essentially the change in the product is this kind of big, kind of amazing, perfect thing that will fix your period, and that's not the truth, and that's absolutely not the truth. Whereas number 4, which was Amy Nix, does her research and doesn't kind of buy into the lighter, shorter, fantastical fairy tale stories that kind of come out about cloth pads and menstrual products. She also makes really, really valid real points about the fact that just because something has a name that you can't pronounce or you don't know does not make it bad, evil, wrong, or in actual fact a chemical, because everything has a chemical name or everything has a scientific name, and just because you don't know what the scientific name is for that particular product does not make it unnatural or evil. So it's actually quite important to kind of realize that the truth in matters, essentially, is what I'm saying. And that also leads me into number 5, which is First on the Left, who is a New Zealand student. She's a New Zealand science student, and it kind of comes out in her videos that she was well researched, she was well spoken, and she didn't buy into the hyperbole of this, not only the kind of massive toxicity of existing products like tampons or pads, but the cure-all that people are alleging reusable products are. And for me, reusable products have definitely changed the way I deal with my period, and they've definitely changed the way that my body reacts, because I'm not having contact dermatitis, I'm not cramping as much. There is definitely, and I feel better about it, but that doesn't mean that the reusable products are 100% the reason for that, and that doesn't mean that disposable products, the contact dermatitis from disposable products, but that doesn't mean that the disposable products are full of carcinogenic toxins that are destroying women. Otherwise, far more women would be dying from tampon usage than is currently the case. So Amy Nix and the first on the left, which was Alice, both had really, really good channels. Their videos are still up if you want to go and view them and watch them, but both were very calm and sensible in approaching these types of topics, and didn't kind of freak out at a chemical, at a scientific name. You can just Google that scientific name and realise that it means something that's not as hysterical. And so they didn't buy into the hysteria, which is a really, really good thing. And that's kind of what I also like about Put a Cup in It and Pad Thai Cloth, and to a certain extent It's Just Kelly, because It's Just Kelly doesn't really go into the science of it necessarily. She really kind of goes into the use of it, which is what her channel is really, really good for. And the realistic presentation of reusable menstrual products. But yeah, so that's the 5 channels, which is It's Just Kelly, Pad Thai Cloth, Put a Cup in It, Amy Nix, and First Door on the left. So all these channels are still up. I'll probably link them down the bottom, and so go check them out if you want different or further information. Outside of that, that's my top 5 period channels that I like. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, and I will catch up with all of you in the next video. Bye everyone.